Record. Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday night. My name is Serena Rissimano, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm the CEO of Serena Rissimano and Team Ferocious and Free. So just a little bit about me. I'm 32 years old. I'm a mom. I always get really emotional when I start talking about myself, so I'm already like choking. I don't know why. And long story short, I was always a chubby kid. I was always made fun of. I had really bad insecurity and self-esteem problems. Like, I always just compared myself to everybody else. I never felt good enough, not even for my own parents. And, like I would get a B plus and a Y isn't an A. You look really pretty today, but, you could have done this to look better. So that was just kind of my whole life. And I never felt confident. I never felt like I mattered. I basically was just, I faked my happiness. Like, I was a happy kid, what do kids know? We don't know any better. But, the older I got, the less secure that I felt. I realized what I didn't have and what other people did have, and it was all I could ever think about. Like, I wasn't skinny enough, I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't pretty enough. I always had friends, but I never really felt like I fit in. Like, even though I had my best friends, my close group of friends in high school and college, there was something missing. Like, I just felt like I was always having to prove myself, or there was just something like I had to explain why I was doing things. Like, no one really understood me. I had a really bad experience with eating disorders. It started when I was about 15 years old. All the teasing from, me having roles and, people would call me Miss Piggy when I would play basketball because my face would get really red and I was heavier. And I stopped eating for months. My parents had no idea this was happening in their house. And I was so happy because I was losing weight so quickly and I needed to buy smaller clothes, and I just felt amazing. Like, for the first time in my life, I felt good about myself. And, I put weight back on because people started to notice and I didn't want attention at all. So long story short, this followed me throughout college. It was like a series of anorexia, bulimia, binge eating, obsessing over working out. Like, I would eat a cookie in my dorm room and I would make myself feel so guilty for it that I would go run for 2 hours. Like, it was just really bad, no matter what end of the spectrum you were looking at. So I met my husband, and I was getting better. I was finally like, someone loves me, and I just want to be happy and comfortable in my own skin. And that really helped, knowing that he loved me for who I was. I got pregnant. I got married first, got pregnant. Not that it's wrong, you guys. I'm not judging. I'm just saying these are the events of my life. We got married. I got pregnant. And knowing that I was going to lose control over my body was very, very, very hard for me. It was really hard. So losing the baby weight was a huge issue. I wasn't losing it as fast as I wanted to. I just felt fat and ugly, and I felt so bad about myself, plain and simple. I just cried a lot. I really didn't think anything was ever going to work. I just thought I was going to be stuck in the body I was in, and I was just going to, whine to my husband all the time about how much I hated myself. And I felt bad for him because he had to hear it all the time, and it made him feel bad. So anyway, I started doing these little online health and fitness groups with my friends. Like, hey, wouldn't it be fun if we did 25 crunches every day and we tried to eat better? And we're like, yeah, let's do it. And that's as basic as it got. I just started inviting random friends into these little groups, and we all started to get results. And I was like, oh my God, this is really fun. I got so happy when my friends would be like, you're never going to believe it, these jeans fit me. And it made my heart swell. I can't even tell you. It just made my whole life complete. And then one day someone said to me, you are really good at this. You should be making money. Can you make money from doing this? And I was like, that'd be awesome. But I don't know what you're talking about. I started to fall back into my eating disorders. I was on Instagram one day and I was like hashtagging like abs and stuff like that. And I saw this girl and I was like, wow, she's really pretty. I want her. Like, I want to look like her. I want to do what she's doing. Turns out she was a Beachbody coach. So I started to like stalk her life a little bit, and then we became friends on Facebook. She's like, you should be a coach. And I'm like, my life is a mess. Like, my husband and I are going through really bad financial problems. He lost his job and we didn't have insurance and we were on government assistance. I had to use WIC checks and food stamps, and our unemployment like didn't even cover our rent. So we had to rely on a state program to pay for our bills every month. Like my debit card was just getting declined at Target, and that along with my self-image and my body issues, it was the lowest point of my life. Like, I remember going to Target with my son in the shopping cart, and I swiped it. It was like a $12.88 purchase. I'll never forget it. And it declined, and like everything just like I just lost it. And I went back to what my friend said about, you should be able to make money by helping other people. Like, that's amazing. And I started talking to this girl that I saw on Instagram. She was like, yeah, that's what I do. Like, I help people get healthy, and I show them how to improve their lives, and I make money. And I was like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but this is what I need to do. It took me about a year and a half to actually commit to it because I didn't believe in myself. And that was the only thing stopping me. That and the fact that, because, like I said, we had no money, I felt guilty asking my husband for the $39.95 sign-up fee. It took me a year to find the courage to ask him because I knew that we just had no money. So sorry for babbling, but that's pretty much like my background with this whole thing. I started because I just loved helping my friends like feel better about themselves. And it turned into a business at home. So at the core of what I do and what my team does is we help people feel better in their own skin. I always cry. We just help people realize that they are meant for so much more than they ever realized. And your life doesn't have to be this little cookie cutter. It doesn't have to be going through a routine every day and feeling terrible about yourself. You know, you don't have to be in a financial rut. You don't have to hate yourself. Like, there's so much out there. And our job is to show people and teach people really how to be more positive and learn how to love themselves and pay it forward. Because, you know, life is just too short. It's too short to be unhappy. Wouldn't you agree? And that's just the core of what we do. You know, it's health, it's fitness, it's nutrition. We're not perfect. I mean, part of the reason why it took me so long to sign up was because I thought that I had to have a perfect body. And I was like, I can't help people. I don't have abs. But guess what? I don't think more than like 5 of my coach friends actually have visible abs. I mean, you don't have to have a perfect body. I learned that people want to see how real we are. They want to see us fall down. They want to see us struggle. They want to see that we're not always put together. They want to see that they can relate. Because if, you know, for example, if I look awesome all the time and my life is just shiny and happy and perfect, who's going to come to me? Who's going to go to you if you look like you're put together and like you're a Barbie doll all the time? Nobody can relate to that. It's just not realistic. It's not normal, and it's not real. So, you know, we're just ourselves. We come in different sizes and shapes, different skin color, different hair color, you know, tall, short, I mean, we are everything, we are everyone, and every single one of us matters. Every single one of you has so much potential to change even one person's life, and it starts with your own. So that's why I started doing this. I needed the accountability for myself. I knew that I was heading down a really bad path, financially and mentally. I was just a mess. And having the support system has absolutely changed my life. And having my team on this call is making me like want to throw up because they have done more for me than I probably actually tell them. But having that supportive and inspirational community literally every single day is the most amazing thing in the whole world. So, you know, it's not just about growing a business. I mean, this is my full-time job because I chose to make it that way. I wanted to stay home with my son. I didn't want to miss 1 second of his life. I wanted the freedom to be able to take a day off when I wanted, or go out to lunch and you know, hang by the pool, or, you know, not have to ask permission to take vacation days. So I chose to do that. I'm not going to ever tell you that you have to build a business. I'm not ever going to tell you that you will not be successful if you don't build a business. What you want to do with this opportunity is up to you. If you want to make just a little bit of extra pocket money, that's amazing. If you just want to help other people get healthy because you have someone in your family who is sick and all you want to do is help someone else, that's amazing. If you want to focus on yourself because you're constantly going through this yo-yo dieting and, you know, I don't have motivation to work out and I don't have anyone around me who's positive and supportive, if that's what you need, that's what this is. This community is about acceptance. If it's, you know, any of those things, like any of your goals are absolutely perfect. So I just really wanted to get that out there. And, you know, like I know that there are a lot of hesitations and misconceptions, you know, like, you know, you have to be in perfect shape. I mean, I already talked about that. It's just not true. You have to have like 1 million followers in order to do this. It's not true. When I started, I think I maybe had like 2 people in my first group, but I helped those 2 people and it felt amazing. And 2 becomes 3 and 3 becomes 4. And those 4 people tell 4 people and it just snowballs. So even if you start with 1 person, that's amazing. It really, really is amazing. Changing 1 person's life is huge. I don't think I can think of any other misconceptions to throw out at you right now, but if you guys have any questions about those, make sure to write them down. So those are my biggest things are there's business and there's community. I am huge on community. Like I said, this is my full-time job, but the biggest part of this for me is where my heart is. And my heart is with my team and my community because of how supportive everybody is. And none of us could do this without the other, you know, like we are just constantly uplifting and helping other people and sharing amazing things that happen that day. And if I have a bad day, I'll go to my team and they lift me up and vice versa. So if you know people who are in a bad financial spot, this is a really wonderful opportunity because you don't have to dish out a ton of money. Like you don't have to buy in order to sell. It's not like a typical like multi-level marketing. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not when like, you know, someone's at the top and all the little guys at the bottom make pennies when everyone else up here makes money. Like there are people in this business who are up here who make less than the people down here. It's all about how much work you put in. So basically in the business aspect, whatever you put into this is what you get out. It's not an overnight success. You're not going to wake up tomorrow with, you know, $10,000 in your bank account. It just does not work like that. But if you have heart, if you have passion, if you really have drive to make your life better, to be happier, to work on your health, to help, you know, someone else in your life do one of those things, like, this is for you. You know, like, I can't stress enough that if you want to work on yourself, this is where it's at. The community is just life-changing. If you want to make $200 a month so you can help pay bills, this is just a really honest way to do it, you know, by paying it forward and helping people really achieve their goals and meeting their truest and biggest potential. So, I mean, I feel like I've yapped a lot, so I really want to open up the floor to you guys. I want to get in as many questions as we can, so if you just want to, like, raise your hands and I'll unmute you, we can just, like, go down the line. And if you have a question that maybe, like, you're too shy, that's okay. You can always message me later, or whoever brought you on the call, you can message them later. Or if, like, you forget, you know, you can always reach out at another time. So if anyone has a question. Nobody? Oh, yes. Let's hear it. Rosemary.
Hi. Well, I work out at the gym a lot. And so, and I've been doing Shakeology, I guess, for how long? A while. And I've had people walk up to me and just ask me, you know, what have you been doing? And in fact, there's a woman my age, because I'm a lot older than you guys. And she said, I don't understand it. I know I started around the same time you did. What are you doing? So my question for you is there a shortcut to explaining Shakeology? You know, because I want to get into a conversation with people about what's the quickest way for me to get there, you know?
That's a really great question. I mean, you can just tell it flat out. I drink a superfood health shake. It's called Shakeology.
Right.
What? Superfood? What the heck does that mean? And I mean, you're an honest woman. Like, you've been drinking it for so long that you could explain what it is. You know, it's not a protein shake. It's not a weight loss shake. Weight loss happens to be a byproduct of it because it's so beneficial to your health. And when you replace it with sorry for the language, I guess, for the, you know, shitty meal, that's what happens. Your health and, you know, just improves overall. So, you know, I would keep it simple. I'll just keep it simple.
What are you thinking of a specific example, or like?
Well, I did have the other person that takes withdrawal. She said, I don't understand. What are you doing? I'm doing the same. Well, and I do, because of Shakeology, we just came back from
2 hours.
2 hours.
She's crazy.
Yeah, but I have so much energy now, you know. I didn't have that before.
She's like like the girls that are like my age are like, and she's just like, no big deal, whatever. Like, proof of product right here.
I guess I'm never quite sure. I mean, I can speak to it, but should I have, like, I don't know what to write down or what to give to them or what to tell them if they're genuinely interested. And I also, you know.
Yeah, I understand. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could get a bunch of free business cards made up.
Right. Yeah.
That's an idea, with just, like, your email, like your name, email, phone number, have them contact you. I've found that it actually works better when you get their information, just in case they forget or they lose your card or they flake out or something like that. Then you have their information, and then you can get the conversation rolling that way.
Okay.
That might work.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, you know, like, once you really talk to them, you can send them your link, and then hopefully, you know.
Thanks. No, that's good.
Cool. Good question. Anybody else have a question? I'm sure you're probably thinking, like, well, how do you make money, or, you know, stuff like that. I mean, don't be shy. I really want to make sure that I answer your questions while we're all here together. Alyssa. Ooh. Oh. Oh my God, what did I just do? Alyssa?
Yes.
Oh my God, I just made your face disappear. I'm so bad at this. You saw that, right?
Yes. They said you stopped my video.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't be allowed near things. Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, my question is, like my biggest thing has always been, I don't want to be like gimmicky on Facebook, like harassing people, like join my team, join my team. What's like the I guess aggressive way of getting yourself your first couple of like challengers?
That's a great question. So I will tell you what I did, if that's okay.
Yeah.
My first few challengers, all I did was message people who I really felt like this girl doesn't really eat that great. Maybe she could use like a healthy support system in her life. Maybe she'd be interested in doing this with me. That was the first person, and she bought a challenge pack right then and there because I was like, hey, I'm doing this program, this fitness program, and I explained what it was. It happened to be PIO at the time. And I was like, I know that you've been struggling with your weight and with your fitness and motivation and stuff. Like, would you want to do that with me? And she was like, yeah. So sometimes it's just as simple as being honest. You don't have to send them like a whole spiel. Just be you. Be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Do you want to do it with me? And it really can be that simple. And as far as like Facebook posts, I would say that you don't have to put anything out there that you're not comfortable with. If you're not comfortable sharing that stuff, I'm never going to force you. I will always match everybody's interest and effort and speed. And I mean, I don't think that I ever come off like that. Like, I don't think that I ever post anything like
No.
So feel free to go through my page and see how I do things, and just remember that it's baby steps. When I first started, it was way different than now because I've learned so much. But really, what it comes down to is sharing what you're doing. Just sharing it. Like, I don't know if you're friends with Christina on Facebook and Lexi, but they are amazing at sharing what they're doing. Like,
Okay.
literally, like, this is what I did today. Bam. And people are like, what are you doing? I want this. What is this? Just be you. Share what you're doing. Share your life.
Okay. Christina and Lexi, you'll have some new Facebook requests.
All right. I'm going to mute your audio, and hopefully you don't disappear again. Oh, my goodness. Any other questions? There's no dumb question either. Seriously. Yes. Unmute. Okay. It's here.
How many times a day do you have the drink, the Shakeology drink?
So I typically drink it once a day. Today, actually, I had it twice. It's one of those days where I was like, I don't feel like making anything. I don't feel like it. And also because my stove hasn't been working, so I've really been using it as an excuse to not cook. But once a day is really all you need. It's not like 3 times a day kind of thing. And yeah, you can have it twice a day if you want. I would recommend starting out with one. Yeah.
But it starts with like a 30-day supply, or?
Yeah, so a full bag is a 30-day supply, and that's what I get because I want to get more servings. And then if you get packets, it's good and it's bad. It's good because you get a variety of flavors, but it's bad because you get less servings. So I guess it really depends on what's more important, having more servings or having a variety.
Okay.
Good question.
Thank you.
Anybody else? We still have like 13 minutes, you guys. Genevieve's like, yeah, party. No questions? You guys are probably just really shy. Oh, Marissa, unmute. Yes.
So how would you go about getting started? Like, if we decide we want to like join your team, what would be like the next step to do?
Like, as far as signing up, or what you do once you sign up?
Both.
Okay, no, that's a great question. So as far as signing up goes, and I'm actually really glad you brought this up, there are 2 ways to do it. I'll explain both. The first one is what I did. I was broke as a joke. I actually didn't tell you guys this, but I took so long to sign up because, like I said, I didn't have the money to do it. And my husband came home from teaching his drumline students one day, and he was like, I got this gift card as a present from one of my kids. I want you to use this and sign up as a coach. And it's going to pay your monthly business fees for the next, I think it was like 5 months. That's what I did. I just signed up with a fee. It's a one-time $39.95 fee, one time. Mm-hmm. And every month thereafter is a $15.95 fee, and that goes towards your free website, and it goes towards all the resources such as training and our community resources, and it goes towards your 25% discounts. So you can think of it in one way as like, if you were to join, I hate to use this word because it sounds kind of gross, but if you were to join an exclusive club, you would pay your dues, right? Like you would pay your monthly fees. So it's really the same idea. So there's that. And you can also enroll with a challenge pack. And the challenge pack comes with a fitness program of your choice. It comes with a 30-day supply of whatever Shakeology flavor you want. It comes with 30 days free of Beachbody On Demand, which is over $2,100 worth of Beachbody programs that you stream to your phone, your laptop, your iPad, and you can also hook it up to your Chromecast and Apple TV. You get, depending on which program you get, there's portion control containers, but there's always an eating guide and a nutrition plan. And you get a bonus DVD, which is also really cool, and you get music code. Or, whoever is here as your coach. And with that, you also get the one-time fee waived, so you don't have to pay it, which is a really good benefit. And you guys who really know me, I am very transparent. I don't know how to lie. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. There really isn't. In hindsight, if I had had the money, I absolutely would have gotten a challenge pack, because it took me a little bit longer to get the ball rolling because I didn't have the fitness program. I didn't have the Shakeology. I didn't really have like any of the tools to get me started. I kind of had to like figure it out on my own. But that's okay. It made me a self-starter, and I appreciate it now. I recommend the challenge pack for all those reasons, because it gives you all the tools that you need to like get your results, to share what you're doing. But I will never say that signing up with just a fee is a bad choice. I want to make that like perfectly clear. Okay. Mm-hmm. So then once that happens, you will be plugged into our community, our beautiful team page right away. I would introduce you, have all the girls get to know you. You can introduce yourself. And depending on what you want to do with this, if you just want to focus on yourself, you would be in one group. If you want to learn the business, you would be in another group. So everything is separated, because I never want to make you feel like you have to do something that you're not comfortable with. And then we get started with our challenge group. You're always welcome into my challenge groups every month. And I would start to teach you what to do. If you want to focus on yourself, that's where we start. If you want to start helping people, I will show you the ropes and, get the party started.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions? What's up, Lex?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So this kind of leads into my question. What it made me think of, I recently signed up my friend with Shakeology, HD. And at the time, she was like she had asked me about it a long time ago. But then all of a sudden, she just said, hey, just take my money and sign me up. Like, that's literally what she said, because she just was ready to do it. So I got really excited. I sent her the link. And then I told her, in the future, if you really love it, there is a way you can get a discount we can talk about. And I feel like I may have had the opportunity to just sign her up as a coach right then and there just to get the discount. But I was afraid I was going to overwhelm her and throw too many things at her. So I'm just wondering if you just go like person by person, or if you think that it's better to do it one way or the other. Because afterwards I was thinking I probably could have gotten her to do it. She was so like eager to get the information, but I just feel like it's so much to throw at somebody.
Yeah, no, I understand. And you know what? It's never too late. It really is never too late. You could even like text her right now and be like, hey, so I wanted to, let you know I was thinking about this. I really do think it's a case by case scenario. I mean, some people you will feel really comfortable just saying it, letting them know of the opportunity, like whatever they want to follow. Whether it's to get their Shakeology for 25% off, whether it's just to be a part of the community, whether it's to make money, whatever it is. Some people you have to really get to know them more and really test the waters and see how they respond to things. Some people you just have to say it right away. Like there are some people where it's like, okay, if I don't say this now, I'm going to regret it and someone's going to snatch you up and I will forever hate myself. So yeah, I really think it's different person by person.
Okay. And she wasn't getting a challenge pack. So either way, she's going to pay the fee when she signs up, right? So
yeah. Okay. If you sign up with just Shakeology Home Direct, you don't get the fee reimbursed.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're muted. I can't.
I
got it. You muted yourself.
Okay, seriously, this is what I'm talking about.
Did you like our little signs really?
I was like, she's telling somebody something. Well, at least you know that this is me all the time. Like, you can see that coaches are not always put together. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing with my laptop right now.
A for effort, girl. A for effort for trying.
God. Well, at least you know I'm real. This is me. This is me. Take it or leave it. Well, I'm assuming you don't have a question then, Genevieve.
No, I just wanted to hear your voice.
Liar. So I guess we can talk about that for just a hot minute. As far as making money, if that is on your agenda, we make 25% commission off of direct sales. And we also make money through something called Team Cycle Bonus. It's a little more complicated than I would like to share in this call, but basically when you hit a certain level, when you sponsor 2 coaches under you, which is your first business move, if the business is something that you want to explore, once you hit that emerald rank where you have 2 coaches under you, your team is going to generate volume through sales, and everybody under them is going to generate volume through sales. So when one side hits number 100 and the other side hits 200, that's a cycle. Every cycle you make $14 as an emerald coach, you make $16 as a ruby coach, and you make $18 as a diamond coach and above. So that's another way to make money. So basically my income is 90% through Team Cycle Bonus because my team works their butts off every single day. And it's not even the people that I have sponsored. It's everybody who falls in that placement on our big family tree. It's people that I don't even know. So in the future, if you were to check your online office, which obviously I would teach you how to do, and you see, oh, I just made a Team Cycle Bonus and I don't even know who these people are. Like, that's so common. So you can make money through commission and Team Cycle Bonus. Just in case you guys wanted to know. And you get 25% discounts on all Beachbody products, Shakeology, fitness programs, pre-workout, post-workout recovery, and everything is all natural. Just want to let you know in case you were like, a lot of people have things about supplements. I did. I always thought that like supplements and shakes were like for like big gym dudes. You know what I mean? I was always like, that's what they do, but not true. So yeah, that's a little bit about the money situation. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've talked a lot and you're probably sick of me. So We got about a minute, less than a minute left. But really, you guys, like, I just want to thank you for being here. It means a lot. It really, really, really means a lot. A huge thank you to my girls for being here. And if you have any other questions, I mean, I'm happy to answer whatever you need. Reach out to me and, you know, whoever brought you here. I'd love to hear from you. I do hope that this is something that you want to consider. I personally invited you here, and my girls personally invited you here for a reason. So just know that you're here for a reason, because we see something amazing in you. So with that, I'm going to have to say goodbye because we're going to get kicked off. But thank you again. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye.